Hey everybody, I hope you can hear me. So I said I would make a quick video about kind of how I'm doing things so you didn't have to remember everything. So here we are. So here we have a pressure graph. And I'm going to have certain data that just stays the same, so certain consistencies, and then specific things that I'm changing. So I'm going to be changing the geometry like we talked about, the inlet pressures like we talked about, and then the types of materials that we talked about. And so at the moment, I'm going to run everything, where's that finger? Water, seawater, and then the gasoline, ignore that for now. And so just to run you through, so right here we have kind of a standard width of X. So if you just look at one side, the inlet and the through of this pipe and the outlet are all roughly the same width. And then same here. The previous one that I showed you guys during our meeting, it was really thin in here. And then I'm going to do another one that's kind of fat. And so how that's going to look for labeling, so that you guys, if you guys look at the data, you know. So like here I've called it tall X, and this is the really thin X. And then this is actually better if I show you with this guy. So this, the one that is in the background here, is just, I've just called X because it's just kind of a standard sized X. And so what I've done, so everybody knows, so X is the geometry, roughly, yeah, that's kind of the geometry. 1 or 5 or 10 is the pressure in pascals, and then WSW is the material, so in this case it's water and salt water. If I change it, I'll have like an E for ethanol and a G for gasoline, and I can make a little chart so you guys don't have to remember that. I've been putting P, that's wrong. I've been putting P for pressure graph and no P for velocity graph, but I think like it's pretty obvious the pressure graph is pretty white and the velocity graph is pretty colorful, and so I'm gonna nix that because it's I don't know, time consuming on my end and feels unnecessary. But yeah, so geometry, pressure, solutions being used, and I will come up with a little table so you don't have to remember that, but now you know, hopefully, yeah, if you come across this data, you kind of know what you're looking at.